Thanks to the supporters of channel member Aiden C97. Oh, boys and girls, you have no idea how close you were to not getting a video today. I have just spent 46 hours travelling home from TwitchCon in Amsterdam, arrived at Amsterdam Central Station, 2 o'clock Monday afternoon, and thanks to multiple cancellations, delays, heat waves, and whatever else, I've just arrived home at about 11:30 Wednesday morning, ready to get this video recorded for you. The things I do for you lot. Do I look part-time? Of course there was going to be a video today after all of that. I mean, quite apart from anything else, it's my 5-year anniversary today of being a full-time YouTuber. So thank you for all the support over the last 5 years. Without your help, I wouldn't have been able to go to TwitchCon in the first place. Never mind spend over £1,000 trying to get home from it when all of the stuff started to fall apart. We had to stay in multiple hotels. So big thank you for the support. And as mentioned, I've spent a lot of money the last few days, so don't worry, we have got a sponsor on this video as well. Hello, mugging to part 51 of the Tour de France. I'm Kevin, coming up on today's episode with our first 2 games of the new Ligue 1 season. We're at home to Metz and away against Lyon. You are much more up to date with the save than I am if you've been watching these daily as they came out. It's about a week since I recorded the last episode, so I'm going to need to re-familiarise myself with what we've been doing. From what I remember, we had a pretty busy transfer window where we've spent £8.5 million alone for over £1 million. Oh my word! Who authorised all of this? Goodness me! Thankfully, Paskev, as usual, has picked us a team, and this is what the team looks like. We've got presumably a new signing, Maxence Prévost in goal. 750,000 for a 32-year-old. Oh, who got relegated last year? Oh, Vita, Matsima, Big Willie, and Kumbedi, who must be new. He's also off of a newly relegated team. We signed him from Le Havre, not the Le Havre player we wanted, but arguably the Le Havre player we needed. We have new boy Titouan Thomas at the base of the midfield, new club record signing. Our own youth, Vaquero and Fowry, together in central midfield, both now permanent tour players again. And Guaymet is still with us on loan for another year from Newcastle after he left back in January. So he starts on the right-hand side. New boy Merlin, Quentin Merlin on the left wing. And then for today, Gabriel Tutu up front, and obviously we have got those 2 young strikers that we brought in on loan. Expect to see them fairly soon, but Tutu deserves an opportunity. So let's give Tutu his opportunity to start up front for us. And if he just bottles a load of chances, or we look rubbish with him up there, we've got other options to bring into the team if needed. But we've got to show a little bit of loyalty with the boys who got us here. And admittedly, he's not one of them. We had double Steve as our centre forward, both when we got promoted and when we survived last year. But still, Tutu was around. I think he played 25, 26 games for us last year and didn't score a single goal. So ideal man to be leading the line and captaining us today. Watch him weigh in with a goal. He's still, as he has been for over a year now, still 3 goals away from being our all-time record goal scorer, surpassing Big Fat Dennis with that record. I'd quite like him to get that done. A hat-trick today, and I think we're all feeling pretty good for the start of the new season. I don't know about you, like this all seems to be moving in slow motion. I'm used to high speeds off of all these fancy trains I've been on the last few. I don't even want to talk about it. For anyone who wants more of the story of my journey back from TwitchCon, or what I got to at TwitchCon before the 46-hour journey home began, it's all documented over on Twitter, and of course videos already starting to appear over on my vlog channel as well. The link to that's in the description below, or you can just search for Kevin Chapman. The first travel day, actually getting to Amsterdam in the first place, which was relatively hassle-free, that video came out yesterday. Posted it from Brussels because I am a machine. And of course, talking of TwitchCon, streams will be back this week as well. Probably not tomorrow, probably Friday. Friday afternoon, we should be back with a stream over at twitch.tv/LOLLUJO, where we'll be continuing our push with Leamington to try and win back-to-back European trophies. That's the stage we're at in that save now. We've won the Conference League. We're now in the Europa League, and we want to win that and then win the Champions League. Tutu's in. Tutu's in! Tutu is not a Ligue 1 striker. Oh, goodness me. We've had some chances today, but Gabriel Tutu appearing to be the weak link so far, although rating-wise, Merlin, the wizard on the left-hand side, not really creating very much today either. I think our front three is considerably weaker than it was in our last Ligue 1 match. The rest of the team's looking pretty good, though. Now, Fowry bursting out of midfield, looking at lobbing over the keeper. What a goal from Cyril Fowry! Oh, we really missed him towards the end of the season. He was starting to look like an absolute superstar before he picked up an injury that kept him out for the last 3 months or so of the season. And I genuinely thought his injury was going to lead to us getting relegated, but he is back fully fit today. And that is an audacious effort that leads to us going 1-0 up at halftime. Metz haven't had a shot on target yet in this match, just the one shot. We have been comfortably the better team in this match. If we had a Ligue 1 quality striker, we'd be at least 2-0 up. We are looking very, very good today. We don't look like a team who clawed on to survive in the league on the last day of the season. Merlin now, what wizardry has he got for us on the left-hand side? Nothing. He just gave it to Vita. Now Matsima and Vita. Can we just get the ball into their half, please, before we start the faffing around? I know we're supposed to faff around. That's what I tell them to do. I love a faff. I'd much rather we faff in their half. They've won the ball back here and they've cut through our midfield relatively easily. And there is new boy Prevo when called upon for the first time to make a save in a Tour shirt. That's exactly what he's done. Although Metz do have a corner here, so if we could continue clearing our lines, which we have. Matsima heads clear, although Tutu wasn't able to get there before the on-rushing play. We're level on points with Paris Saint Germain at the moment, officially as good as they are. We could go above PSG if this free kick can end up in that top corner. It's Merlin. Is he a wizard? Of course he's a wizard! Oh, what a goal from the wand of a left foot from Merlin on his debut. What a frick. We've had 2 stunning goals in this match. There were people in the comments section arguing that Merlin shouldn't be in our team. Well, he's just scored a beautiful free kick. And we are in a Champions League qualification spot. Stop the count. We're going to the Champions League, boys and girls. What a time to be alive. Cross comes in. It's not dealt with, but luckily the header ends up looping over the crossbar. Oh, I would love to not be in a relegation battle this season. It is probably a little bit early to start talking like this. I am familiar with how we normally mess things up, but oh, this has been a good start. We're going to bring on Traore at the base of the midfield. New boy Afkir Omar is coming on up front for Tutu, who just hasn't really looked with it in this match. And Omar, I think, like I say, we spent over £1 million to loan him in for the year. He is the player I've got earmarked as my striker this season. I just don't. He signed like 3 days ago. I don't necessarily want to throw him straight in to start immediately. Who is Ibrahim Millet? Oh, he's the other young striker that we brought in. We spent $750,000 bringing him in, so he can come in on the right-hand side. He is a right footer, so he can play out there as a winger, which removes the double playmaker problem that we have in this system. And then Oliver Vaquero is tiring as well, but we don't have another midfielder to come on. So Vaquero is just going to have to get on with it. Deleste can come on for Matsima, who's tiring. And I don't think we necessarily need to change the fullbacks. We can leave things as they are at fullback and hopefully not mess things up from here. Vaquero is in, and his header from the Merlin corner goes just over. Look at how we've dominated this football match, boys and girls. We have looked absolutely fantastic today. PSG have now got a third, so they are above us in the league again. Unless we can also grab a third. Millet, I guess was how you would pronounce that, if you're Frenching it up. Vaquero to Kumbedi, and I thought he'd stuck one in as well. Our new right back coming in from relegated Le Havre. We're no longer in a Champions League qualification spot. It was nice while it lasted, but you know what? We've just won comfortably on the first day of the season. I am happy. So happy. I'll now show you that sponsors thing that I was talking about before. I've got a lot of bills to pay off now. Folks, just want to take a moment to thank today's episode sponsor, NordVPN. Now, with the new football season approaching, I'm sure we're all getting ready for that lovely frustration we have in England on a Saturday afternoon when you can't watch any of the 3 p.m. kickoffs because we're not allowed. That's where NordVPN comes in, because all you have to do is head over to NordVPN, click somewhere in the world where you are able to watch those 3 p.m. games. For example, I might click New York City. One click, we're in New York as far as our computer's concerned. And now when I log in to my club's online match viewing service on a Saturday afternoon, they let me watch the game. It's awesome. And it's that easy. It is one click and you can watch all the football you could possibly want on a Saturday afternoon. And it's not just watching football. Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, they all have different content in different parts of the world. With NordVPN, you can move around the world, change your locations, access that different content, or maybe even shop around for where the subscription is cheapest. Who am I to say? And also, you know how in some countries you're not even allowed to buy Football Manager because of licensing issues? Well, if you're in one of those countries, it's the same thing. Just move yourself somewhere else and you're now in a country where you can buy the game, get it downloaded, everybody can join in the fun. And it's not just about fun. NordVPN also includes advanced anti-malware features, and they'll stop your ISP from throttling you because everything's encrypted, so your ISP can't see what you're doing, so they can't throttle you. Bottom line, I struggle to think of any reason why you wouldn't go and get NordVPN. So what are you waiting for? The link is down in the description below. Just head over to nordvpn.com/LOLLUJOVPN for a massive discount off of a 2-year plan, plus an additional month for free, and those anti-malware features we were talking about before. The link's right there. Go click it now, folks. It seems like our young homegrown wingers are dropping like flies all of a sudden, and Nguema has picked up an injury. He's going to be out for the next 3 weeks. The youngster, Travis Manctalo, who is still too young to actually be registered in the squad, is out for 3 months with a dislocated shoulder as well. So it's a debut for Valentin de Carpentry, who I'm sure you lot will love having a right winger with number 9 on. You love my shirt numbering. He's never played a game of football in his life, so he's going to make his debut away against Lyon. It'll be fine. That's the only change from the previous match. It's not change of striker as well. I did that earlier in the week and then forgot because then Nguema got injured. 2-2 made it very clear that he's not Ligue standard. So Omar is coming in to make his debut or his full debut in this match. Loic, I don't know how you say his name. Is he off of Everton in real life? We actually had him on trial in the summer. I remember that from before my Amsterdam adventure, and he decided to sign for Lyon instead and has gone straight into their starting 11. But it's interesting to see that we were close. He was considering us, and in the end has gone straight into Lyon's starting 11. So we're maybe not as far behind some of these teams as I feel like we are. And we're a million miles behind Paris Saint Germain. Don't get me wrong on that side of things. But if we're able to get someone like him in on loan and he takes us seriously and only leaves when he gets a better offer, then, I mean, occasionally you get one of those slip through, which is quite exciting to think of, really. I wonder if De Carpentry is one of those who slipped through and is going to be brilliant, or if the fact that he's not played for anyone for 9 years or whatever it is an indication that perhaps he's not very good. We've conceded a goal, although the referee has his finger in his ear, and hopefully we're about to get a little bit of good news with a disallowed goal, please. We like our unbeaten start to the season. It is a disallowed goal. If we can find a way to come up with 4 points from these opening 2 matches, God, that was close. That would be an outstanding start to the season. Oh, exciting times for those of you who enjoy the streams. It sounds like the bin men are outside as well. We're getting it all this afternoon. I don't normally record at this time of day. It's lunchtime. The bin men are here. I'd normally be streaming. Oh, it's all kicking off and we're still not losing. My word, what a first video back from TwitchCon. Cross comes in and Prevo, I think, has that covered again. Easy peasy. Still 0-0 between us and Lyon. A battle for 4th place at the moment as it stands in this very early in the season league table, but I have to enjoy it while it's happening. We're not going to be up here once we get a little bit deeper into the season. Merlin now playing it back to Thomas. 2 new boys combining, and now Matt Seamer to Vaquero and Fowry. Look at the lovely little triangle we get in midfield between Thomas, Vaquero and Fowry. It's a lovely little midfield combo we've got. And Fowry gets so far forward. And there is Omar on his debut. It's a lovely finish. I think it's going to be disallowed. But what a lovely finish that was. If that's a sign of things to come, referee checking with VAR. And it's only gone and been given. We're 1-0 up away against Leon. Fowry showing great strength in midfield. Omar picks it up, lays it out to Vaquero. And then the ball is floated back over. What a finish from Omar. I don't think any of the defenders expected it to get anywhere near him or expected the finish from him, but we have made it to half-time, 1-0 up away against Leon. Our new striker looks like he's the business. We just need to get one of these permanently, but that's a problem for future, Kev. If we can we loaned Double Steve for 2 years, he was great. If we can loan Omar for a year or two and squeeze 30 or 40 goals out of him in that time, that's great too. Omar's in again. Have we got a future fee set up for this guy? Because I think a new hero has arrived in tour. It's 2-0. Afkir Omar on full debut has 2 goals against a Champions League club. And they're 2 completely different goals. He's involved in the build-up play for both of them. And then there to finish them off as well. He's playing like a proper lone striker and looking fantastic. We've had 2 shots on target and he's scored them both. What a difference having a proper striker makes. Compare these match stats to the match stats of the previous game where we absolutely dominated but struggled to find a finish. That is the difference you get for having Afkir Omar in the team. I need to see if we've got a future fee. 5.5 million. You know what? If he scores the goals to get us in the Champions League, we'll be in a position to pay that. We might have our long-term solution right there. 2-2 is going to come on and play on that left-hand side. That's the only change we're going to make now. Everyone else is doing all right fitness-wise. Merlin, without getting the free kick today, does look quiet. And you know it's been my long-term plan for many, many years to get Gabriel Tutu out onto that left-hand side as an inside forward. So there is an opportunity here right now. We don't have a nailed-on left winger at the moment. So let's let Tutu audition for the role. It's clear he's not going to be our striker. Talking of debuts, Daniel Frey is now on to play left-back for us. We're going to bring Cisse on at left back as well. We'll bring Deleste on as well. Just keep the defence nice and fit and raring to go. And Vaquero can come off for Traore as well. And we've made all 5 of our substitutions, but we are 2-0 up away against Leon. I'm dropping some praise because I think this is an outstanding result from us if we can hold on, because they're in there and they fire wide. Oh, it's easy. Forget the match stats. We're great. We're going to win the league. This is all they needed. They just needed a proper striker. Who'd have thought throwing a proper striker into the mix turns this into a really good-looking team? Let's ignore any of the XG stuff. Prevo, I think, has finally been beaten for the first time as a tour player there. He hasn't. That one's been disallowed as well. We are getting some luck go our way today. Is that one as tight as the previous one? Not quite, but I've still seen him given. It feels very much like Football Manager has realised I haven't turned the game on for a week and wanted to ease me in with a, come on, Kev, it's nice here. Look, you're winning. Play a little bit more often. All right, we'll do another video tomorrow if you insist. We're top of the league. What? I mean, that was worth coming back from Amsterdam for 46 hours for. This is all I thought about the entire journey. Come on. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.